Hello everyone. Welcome back to Slow English Learning. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're learning English and want to understand real conversations at school, you're in the right place. Hi everyone. It's great to spend some time with you again. Today we're going to listen to and learn from simple school conversations that beginners can understand and use. I remember my first day at school. I felt excited, but I was also a little nervous. I didn't know many people, and I wondered if I would make new friends. That's a very common feeling. Many students feel nervous on their first day. The good news is that simple English can help you introduce yourself, make friends, and feel comfortable. Today's topic is first day at school. Real student conversations. We will learn useful words, easy questions, and common answers that students use every day. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to introduce yourself, talk about your favorite things, ask simple questions, and join classroom conversations with confidence. We'll also look at common mistakes and practice speaking together. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You just need to start speaking. Here's a question for you. What was your first day at school like? Or what do you think your first day at school would be like? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Slow English Learning. We create lessons to help you improve your English step by step. Also, if you'd like extra speaking practice, try speakpal.ai. It's a great way to practice conversations anytime. Now, let's begin our lesson and explore real student conversations from the first day at school. Main Teaching, Section 1, Basic Concept. Let's start with the most important skill on your first day at school, introducing yourself. The basic structure is very simple. Subject plus verb plus information. For example, my name is Ryan. Subject, my name. Verb is information, Ryan. Here are some examples. My name is Maya. My name is Leo. My name is Yummy. My name is Emma. My name is David. After introducing yourself, you can talk about something you like. The structure is I plus like plus noun or activity. For example, I like drawing. I like reading. I like football. I like painting. I like singing. These are great beginner sentences because they're short and useful. On your first day, people often ask about your hobbies. Imagine this conversation. Hello, my name is Leo. Nice to meet you. I like drawing. Oh, I like drawing too. Notice how simple that is. Real conversations don't always need difficult words. Let me give you more examples. I like cats. I like music. I like books. I like basketball. Here's a personal example. If someone asks me about my hobbies, I might say, I like reading and drinking coffee. And I might say, I like walking in the park and listening to music. Another useful question is, what do you like? This question helps you learn about another person. Listen to this example. What do you like? I like painting. That's nice. Can you answer this question? What do you like? Try saying your answer out loud right now. Great practice. You can also write your answer in the comments. We'd love to read it. Another common first day question is, what is your favorite color? Some answers are, my favorite color is blue. My favorite color is green. My favorite color is yellow. My favorite color is pink. The structure is my favorite color plus is plus color. Let's practice together. What is your favorite color? Pause for a moment and answer aloud. Excellent. Now let's look at negative forms. Sometimes you want to say what you don't like. The structure is I don't like plus noun or activity. Examples. I don't like spiders. I don't like loud music. I don't like rainy days. Notice that we use don't with I. Here's a comparison. I like football. I don't like football. Very simple, but very useful. Another important phrase is nice to meet you. When someone says nice to meet you, you can answer, nice to meet you too. This phrase is polite and friendly. Can you introduce yourself now? Try this. My name is. I like. My favorite color is. Say all 3 sentences out loud. Wonderful. In this section, we learned how to introduce ourselves, talk about hobbies, ask simple questions, and use basic positive and negative sentences. These are essential skills for your first day at school. Main Teaching Section 2, Related Use. Now let's build on what we've learned. After introductions, students often ask questions to make new friends. That's right. Asking questions shows interest and helps conversations continue naturally. One useful pattern is, do you like plus activity. Examples. Do you like drawing? Do you like football? Do you like music? Do you like reading? If the answer is yes, you can say, yes, I do. If the answer is no, you can say, no, I don't. Let's look at a real-life conversation. Do you like painting? Yes, I do. That's great. Here's another one. Do you like football? No, I don't. What do you like? I like basketball. Notice how the conversation continues. That's very important. Let's compare informal and slightly more formal language. Informal. Do you like art? More formal. Do you enjoy art? Both are correct, but students usually say, do you like? Because it's easier and more common. Here's a school situation. A new student enters the classroom. Student A says, hello, my name is Ryan. Student B says, welcome to our class. Student A says, thank you. Student B says, do you like this school? Student A says, yes, it looks very nice. That's a natural conversation many students have. Here's a quick practice activity. I'll ask questions and you answer aloud. Ready? Do you like reading? Answer with yes, I do, or no, I don't. Do you like math? Give your answer out loud. Do you like art? Great job. Here are 3 tips. First, keep your answers simple. Second, ask questions back. Third, smile and be friendly. Those small things make conversations easier. Another useful expression is, can I ask you something? That's polite and friendly. Example, can I ask you something? Sure. What is your favorite subject? Common subjects include math, art, science, and English. You can also say, my favorite subject is math, or my favorite subject is art. Why not write your favorite subject in the comments? That's great practice for using complete sentences. Before we finish this section, let's review. Ask questions, answer simply, and keep the conversation moving. Exactly. We learned how to ask about likes, use yes and no answers, compare simple forms, and have natural school conversations with new friends. Main Teaching Section 3, Additional Use. Our third application is participating in classroom activities. On the first day, teachers often ask students to speak, answer questions, or work with partners. Understanding these classroom phrases can help you feel comfortable and confident. Here are some common teacher instructions. Please take your seat, open your book, work in pairs, listen carefully, Raise your hand. Students hear these phrases every day. Let's look at some examples. Teacher, open your books. Student, okay, teacher. Teacher, can you answer this question? Student, yes, I can. Teacher, can you count from 1 to 10? Student, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now let's talk about politeness. Polite language is important at school. Use words like please, thank you, excuse me, sorry. Example, can you help me please? Another example, thank you for helping me. These small phrases make a big difference. Let's discuss tone. Even simple words sound better when spoken kindly. Compare these. Help me. Can you help me please? The second one sounds much friendlier. Here's a real-life practice situation. Imagine you're new in class and you don't understand something. You can say, excuse me, can you help me? The other student may answer, of course. Then you can say, thank you. Let's do a mini practice. I'll be the new student and I'll be a classmate. Excuse me, where should I sit? You can sit here. Thank you. You're welcome. Short, simple, and natural. Another useful phrase is, can I join you? This is helpful during break time. Example, can I join your game? Sure, come play with us. That's a great way to make friends. Remember to practice these phrases aloud. Speaking helps you build confidence much faster than only reading. Write one polite phrase in the comments. Try using please or thank you in a sentence. Excellent work! In this section, we learned classroom language, polite expressions, helpful responses, and ways to join conversations and activities naturally. Common mistakes section. Let's talk about mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning English. I certainly did. Me too. Mistakes are normal and they're part of learning. Common mistake number 1. Forgetting the verb is. Incorrect. My name Ryan. Correct. My name is Ryan. Why is the first sentence wrong? Because English needs the verb is in this structure. Here's another example. Incorrect. My favorite color blue. Correct. My favorite color is blue. Common mistake number 2. Saying, I like to playing. Incorrect. I like to playing football. Correct. I like playing football. Also correct. I like to play football. The forms are different. We don't combine them that way. Common mistake number 3. Forgetting do in questions. Incorrect. You like art? Correct. Do you like art? Native speakers sometimes shorten questions in casual speech, but learners should practice the full form first. Common mistake number 4. Answering incorrectly. Incorrect. Do you like music? Yes, I like. Correct. Yes, I do. Why? Because the question uses do, so the answer also uses do. Here are some better alternatives. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I like music. No, I don't like music. Here's a funny mistake. Imagine someone asks, what is your favorite color? And you answer, my favorite color is pizza. That's definitely the wrong category. Pizza is delicious, but it's not a color. Let's practice. Complete this sentence. My name is good. My favorite color is excellent. I like great job. Remember, mistakes are not failures. Every mistake teaches you something. Exactly. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make errors. That's how real progress happens. Interactive practice. Now it's time for a fun activity called Choose the Correct Sentence. Listen carefully and decide which sentence sounds better. Situation 1. You meet a new classmate. Option A, my name Ryan. Option B, my name is Ryan. The correct answer is option B because we need the verb is. Situation 2. Someone asks about your hobby. Option A, I like reading. Option B, I like read. Option A is correct. Situation 3. You want to ask a question. Option A, do you like music? Option B, you like music? For beginner learners, option A is the best choice. Situation 4. Someone says, nice to meet you. Option A, nice to meet you too. Option B, nice meet you. Option A is correct and polite. Situation 5. You need help. Option A, help me. Option B, can you help me please? Both may communicate your meaning, but option B sounds much more polite. Try saying the correct answers aloud. You can also change the tone. With friends, language may be more relaxed. With teachers, it's usually more polite. Here's your challenge. Create your own introduction using 3 sentences. For example, my name is Anna. I like music. My favorite color is green. Write your introduction in the comments and practice saying it out loud. Remember, real conversation is more important than perfection. The goal is communication, not flawless grammar. Conclusion and wrap-up. Wow, we covered a lot today. We learned how to handle real student conversations on the first day at school. Let's review the 3 main ideas. First, introducing yourself. Second, asking and answering simple questions. Third, participating politely in classroom conversations. We also practiced hobbies, favorite colors, classroom language, and useful responses like nice to meet you and can you help me please? Most importantly, we learned that simple English can be powerful. You don't need complicated sentences to make friends and communicate. Keep practicing a little every day. Speak out loud, repeat useful phrases, and don't worry about making mistakes. Here's a final question for you. If you were a new student today, what would you say when introducing yourself? Share your answer in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Slow English Learning. Every lesson brings you one step closer to confident English communication. And if you'd like even more speaking practice, try speakpal.ai. It's a wonderful way to practice English conversations anytime and build confidence. Thank you for learning with us today. We're proud of the effort you're making. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. See you next time.